Hey everybody, it's RowlesTheGamer. How you doing? This is my story of going to see Distant Worlds music from Final Fantasy. It was in Newark, New Jersey, which about a 3-hour drive from where I live. And going there was interesting, definitely. I thought my phone would have more power than it turned out to have, so I was like trying to saved up some podcasts that I was trying to listen to and just kind of do some things to occupy myself on the road. Meanwhile, I get there and my phone is at like 5%. So that's problem one with going there. I kind of lost all communication. Problem two is basically a 2-road drive to get to the place, right? 2 interstates. Get on one, drive for, I don't know, like 30 minutes. I did a little roundabout kind of stuff because GPS on phones are terrible. But, got back on, did everything that I needed to do. Got on the other road that would take me directly out of Pennsylvania into Jersey. So, okay, I'm going to be on this road for like 2 hours. So, at the time I was listening to podcasts and doing all this kind of stuff, but got there. Went to the wrong place. See, in Newark, all the performing venues are kind of in the same, I don't want to say even square, but it's that same part of the city. So, walked past the Prudential Center, and it was about an hour before the show, so I had some time to wander around. I ended up asking a policewoman where the Performing Arts Center was. She told me to just follow this road, and I walked to it. I got there with maybe 10 minutes to spare. I had, I brought my phone charger with me, thankfully. So I had that, I had my wallet, I had my key, all my essential stuff. Found my seat, went in. It was on the 4th deck, which actually wasn't that bad because it was right up against the pole, of the deck. So you're right near the end of it. And beautiful view, really, of the lower area. You see all the people in the bands, or in the orchestra, rather. And 10 minutes ago, kind of just bullshitting with the other people there. And talking about Final Fantasy a little bit. And it was fun. It was nice to finally be around other people that are into the same shit that I'm into, Anyway, told everyone of my journey. Everyone's like, that's awesome. Well, let's get ready. Went dark. Waited. And the composer Arnie Roth came out on stage. Everybody clapped. He's the other guy along with Uematsu who runs Distant Worlds, basically. Kind of did the intro to the show. Everything was good. And I just wanted it to begin. And I should mention, at the stage show, they have a little screen, not little by little standards, you know what I mean, but a screen in the back, like a theater screen that's hanging, that'll show the game the song is from, or it'll show whatever needs to be shown. And that booted up, and a blue crystal came on the screen there, and it's massive magic shit. But the prelude starts playing. The prelude featured in all the games, and everybody erupts with applause when it's over, because yeah, it's fucking Final Fantasy, and that's what we're here for. And it's great. Right after that, without stopping, because this orchestra doesn't fucking stop, they go into Liberi Fatali, Children of Fate, from Final Fantasy VIII. Love that song. It's in Latin, as you could probably tell by the title. And people are just fucking killing it on their instruments. I don't know an eloquent way really to say it. They're just masterful on it. After that, he's like, okay, he said, okay, welcome to the show, you know, again, kind of thing. We're here, we're celebrating the music of Final Fantasy. We all love it. Something we got to play before we get started. And they played the little victory. Da, 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 da. We're like, yeah, like laughing and, you know, loving it. Then they go into opening bombing mission from 7. Great song to start the show proper off with. Play it. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it's going to be a recurring theme in the songs here. Play it and everybody loves it. And then Roth goes on to introduce one of the guests, Miss Calloway, who is the lead singer from 14, and she did a few other things, and she's doing like the vocal renditions for the night of the English songs, and English is a very important distinction here, as we will find out later. But she does Memoro de la Stona, Distant Worlds, which is, I believe, the theme from 11. Yes, I'm looking on my... I was able to find a copy of the set list for the first show online. The other ones I just remember by heart. Sounded great. I'll be honest, I never played 11, so I had really no frame of reference for it. But it was good, and I enjoyed it. You know, it's like hearing the deep cut off an album at a live show by like a rock band or something. She walks off stage, takes her bow. Okay, we'll see you later, you know. How many people here like 6? Everybody fucking erupts because 6 is a great game. Played Balance Restored from 6, which is a great song. He's like, how many people here like 13? There was noticeably less applause. He plays Light Eternal, Lightning Returns. I haven't even fucking played Lightning Returns. I was just today looking at the 360 and seeing what achievements I had in 13. You know, when I was kind of had some downtime. I haven't even finished 13. I have 13 too as well, and I haven't really got to that either. Anyway, it's fucking orchestra, and they're playing great, and it's wonderful music, so you can't really be too mad at them. Goes on to play Answers from 14, which is the vocal track that Miss Susan Calloway, we're going to call her Miss because she's that fucking good, is the featured performer on. Now, I've seen a few screenshots about 14, but again, I didn't know the lyrics, couldn't really sing along, you know, anything like that, so it was what it was, and she's a beautiful styled vocalist, and, you know, you appreciate it for what it is. Next, I played Chocobo Medley 2012. It celebrated the anniversary of 20 years, and there's like a chant along, you go, C-H-C-O-B-O, you know, the spell Chocobo, and it's kind of adorable, and rendered chocobos at the beginning and all this stuff, and it's pretty good. And after that, it was time for a set break. During the break, I ran out, used some of my money to get some stuff to drink, because I was thirsty. Anyway, I was... get some water and soda, and then sat down and plugged my phone in, and was like, okay, let's get a little bit of charge going here, you know. Don't leave me stranded in a state that I'm not familiar with. Charged it for as long as I could. Went back, got into the swag line, actually, because they were selling Distant Worlds 3 to CD there as an early release. It was just done. You couldn't get it anywhere else for a week, and I wanted to see if I could get a copy. Line was huge. The show started back up again after the intermission. Missed Hymn of the Faith / The Sending, they combined them a little bit, from 10, which I honestly didn't even know they were playing, because it's a mostly vocal thing, so you can't really tell. And, you know, I was like, oh shit, they're playing. I ran back up 4 flights of stairs. I'm a big motherfucker. I ran up 4 flights of fucking stairs, got to my seat in time, and just as I sat down, what do they go into without announcing? One Winged Angel from 7. I'm not the hugest fan of the game 7. I think it's good. I don't think it's the best Final Fantasy. One Winged Angel is a fucking bomb-ass track. I had to sit there and I had to hear it. And everyone was freaking out. We're like, yeah, that just happened. We heard One Winged Angel live. You know, I was fucking nerdgasming this whole show, obviously. But, that played in Arnie Roth, the composer's. Yeah, we just decided to go into One Winged Angel. Like, kind of fuck it kind of attitude. Which I really liked. And, then, I was really excited for this. He's like, we're premiering a new song from 8. So immediately I went into my head and I'm searching in the database, like, what song from 8 could it possibly be? It's Balam Garden theme. And, you know, they kind of, every orchestral performance did this. They kind of twisted it up a little bit, and it was really good stuff, and go fucking listen to it. And I was, like, elated, because 8's my favorite. After that, Ricky came out. Ricky is the female vocalist who did Suteki Dene from Final Fantasy X. Beautiful. If you've ever played 10 and you know, like, the main theme there, or if you've even ever heard the main theme, she sounded exactly like she was in the studio. That's fucking phenomenal. Because the year that game came out, 2001, 2002, maybe? 2003, I don't know, early 2000s. 10 years ago is quite a long time to be able to keep the same great voice. She came out and she was dressed ornately, and she sang it, and oh, it was so good. So good. Moved on. And I believe this is the time that composer Roth officially said, can we have a round of applause for some people who are visiting with us? And, you know, some people, or the person of interest. Mr. Uematsu himself stood up. And I looked around at everybody. Everybody was doing the standing ovation. This is the motherfucker why we're here. You know, it's his fucking awesome music that brought us all together. He gets the respect he deserves. Then, and this is quite possibly the pinnacle of this first show, bring out 3 singers, operatic, and a narrator who has a great voice for the Maria and Draco opera from Final Fantasy VI. Really bombastic, fight scene type music, tells a great story, and these are some phenomenal singers who are telling the story as well. And honestly, after that song, another standing ovation was given to them. That was the big hit of that 3 o'clock show. It was a double show, if I didn't mention already. It was good stuff. After that, they, this is when we thought it was the big finale with the opera, right? So, they actually did a battle medley, and that's where they take various fight themes from the game and they mix them together. I'm assuming they do different tracks, you know, depending on whatever they feel like doing. But this particular show, I remember exactly what it started with. It started with Battle on the Big Bridge, Gilgamesh's theme, and that was awesome. And it went into Seymour's theme from 10, and from there it went to Those Who Fight Further from 7. That is just bam, bam, bam goodness. I love the battle theme from Final Fantasy games, and that was what I wanted to hear. Finally, like, okay, we're gonna leave you with one more quick thing from this early show, you know. And they hit it, and it's da 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 da. And I was happy because I knew, shit, there's another one of these motherfuckers happening at 8. That was part 1. We'll be back next time with part 2.